Every year, 1 million people worldwide die from malaria, most of them children. Biomedical scientists are seeking to find the best way to exterminate malaria mosquitoes, or they're trying to develop a vaccine. But it's far from easy to eradicate a disease like malaria. It requires knowledge at all levels, from molecule to population. Before we can eradicate malaria, we need to know more about the life cycle of the malaria parasite in both the mosquito and in humans. To find new ways to fight malaria, we will have to start at the smallest level, that of molecules. It's possible to do research on the mosquito in the lab. How does the mosquito resist, for example, the infection? Can mosquitoes also be immune to malaria? How do they become resistant to the insecticides that are used in trying to eradicate malaria? Plasmodium falciparum parasites from Africa are cultivated in the lab. We can discover the parasite's weaknesses by applying genetic modifications. Genetically attenuated parasites can also be used in vaccines. By deliberately infecting people with malaria, we come to understand how humans react to these infections, and discovering how we can make people immune to malaria. Experiments with healthy volunteers are an important part in the process of developing a vaccine. We want to know precisely which immune cells in humans provide protection. This is important, not only for the protection of the individual, but also in order to be able to study the spreading of the disease. A malaria infection leaves an immunological footprint behind. Immunology, therefore, forms an important part of population studies. Researchers at the Radboud University Medical Center apply their knowledge in countries such as Uganda, Burkina Faso, Kenya, and Tanzania. Together with local researchers, they look at how effective preventive measures and medications are. They also examine how malaria mortality can best be anticipated and prevented. And so, the results from the field and the lab can be used to help those in need, namely the inhabitants of malaria-prone areas. Biomedical scientists want to minimize the impact of diseases for humans and humankind. This requires smart, global visionaries who want to solve healthcare issues in the lab and in the field.